Hello and welcome to the Shallow Proclamation with myself, Thomas, and
Paul.
good old Paul. Not old, young.
Yeah, how dare you? How dare you?
The beard has added a little
Ageist.
bit, but yeah.
Wisdom. It's added wisdom.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
Absolutely. We're watching Doctor Who. If you've just joined us, we're working through the classic era. We've got towards the end of season 6, actually. This is the penultimate story, isn't it, Paul? So tell us about the Space Pirates.
Okay, so it was originally broadcast 8th of March to the 12th of April 1969, written by Robert Holmes, directed by Michael Hart. So 6-parter, but only episode 2 exists. And so this will be the last of our recons. So out of all of Doctor Who, this is the very last story that has episodes that don't survive. I think in the later Pertwee era, there were some that were missing originally, but then things kind of came back and got restored and stuff like that, or there were black and white versions that were then graded into colour and all kinds of bits. But there's no telesnaps for it, so apparently there was only production stills as a visual reference for missing episodes. So I'd be interested to see what these recons look like and what they've used. And apparently it says in the episode that does survive, episode 2, in 1999, this was found on a VHS cassette recording in the possession of an amateur video collector, and to date it's the only known episode of 1960s Who to have been recorded and preserved on a homemade tape. Ooh. So that just shows how random, finding some of these episodes has been over the years. So I'll be honest, I don't know. I've definitely seen episode 2 because I've seen it on the Lost in Time box set when it was released with all the other kind of missing, the orphaned surviving episodes. But I'm not sure I've seen the rest of it. I do know, I'm not sure whether this is a good thing to say before we start, Thomas. I do know that it has an absolutely appalling reputation. Okay. So, but we're always looking for something positive. That's the thing we're aiming for here, isn't it? So we're going to try and see some positives in this. I'm going to get my notebook so I can note down things that I find positive.
There maybe any positives.
Just like when I wrote down during the Crotons, sideburns.
You're scraping the barrel.
Scraping the barrel at that stage.
Yeah, facial hair is the only thing we could talk about.
Absolutely.
So this is a recon.
Oh, it's Jamie, isn't it? It's Jamie narrating.
Oh, yes.
Frazer Hines.
Yes.
At this moment is a sleek black dart-shaped craft.
Well, this is a promising start.
Attaches itself to the docking port.
Look at that. It's like Concorde. Oh, space pirates. I get it now. So they're blowing up ships, spaceships. That's pretty cool. Yeah, this has a slight sort of Guardians of the Galaxy kind of feel to it, doesn't it? The sort of space rogues.
I imagine this is the first time anyone has ever compared this to Guardians of the Galaxy.
The dizzying heights of the space pirates. Yeah, that's really cool.
There's some nice ideas.
Fixing magnetic charges and a propulsion unit.
This was done by the same people who faked the moon landings.
It's an incredibly well-spoken commander here, isn't there?
Yes.
Person in charge.
Yes, so I think I was right. I think he just said they used the charges to split the ship up into parts, and then they scour them for
Argonite.
Plunder. Yeah, what is Argonite?
No idea.
Cavan places the communicator on the floor and aims his blaster at it. On the V-ship, the emergency signal stops abruptly.
I quite enjoyed that. It was quite bombastic, wasn't it? I think the story it reminded me of, or episode it reminded me of, sort of tonally, was Feast of Stephen. It was just kind of relentless, bombastic action that all felt a little bit inconsequential. But
they call me Mr. Bombastic, fantastic.
I love that song.
I imagine there are a number of things that have occurred within this reaction that have never occurred in all of human history. Firstly, someone comparing the Space Pirates to Guardians of the Galaxy, and then also referencing a song by Shaggy in relation to the Space Pirates as well.
We're all about making history on the Shallow.
Exactly, this is where it happens. This is the channel to be on, people.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, it wasn't great, was it? But it wasn't. I mean, you led me to believe that it was awful. I mean, we haven't seen the second part yet,
Mate,
but
there's 6 episodes. Like, we're literally 1 episode in.
that's a good point. Yeah.
So anyway, sideburns. No. No, I mean, yeah, I mean, it was fine. The thing I put down, I like the wire work, the astronauts on the outside there. I do quite like it. You know, it's obviously, you know, like you say, someone's just turned the camera upside down, and then on another shot, they're like, oh, we turn it this way, put it the right way up. And it's clearly just a couple of blokes hanging from the ceiling. But
Yeah.
it's quite a nice attempt that they've had a go at it. I quite like that. And I also, like I said, I quite like the outfits of the space pirates. Because it's kind of weird, isn't it? Because they're space pirates, but yet their outfit is almost like medieval armor-esque. You know, it's got that kind of almost the look of knight, some kind of knight's armor from something like Arthur or Camelot. So it's not like pirates at all. It's this weird mixture of things. So I just think that's a nice little touch. You know, someone's had a crack at doing something a little bit different, at least. So that's got to be a positive.
Great. Any other comments?
Not really. I'm hoping that possibly the episode 2, because it's the one surviving episode, might give us a bit more of a sense of what the story is like.
Yeah, that would be good, actually. Yeah. Yeah, great. Well, thanks for watching, everyone. Do subscribe if you haven't done so already.
And we should say to people, we are nearing the end of season 6, so you need to start putting your questions for our season 6 review down below. If it is a question for season 6 review, please make it clear it is. And of course, the easiest place for you to put those is on our Discord server, where there's a link in the description for that. And we need to start a little thread for that, don't we, Thomas? A place for people to put those questions so we collate them easily.
Yes, sorry, I will make that tonight.
No problemo. That wasn't a little dig. That was just saying we should do this.
Yeah, no, that's a good idea. But yeah, slide into those DMs. Yeah, great. Well, thanks for watching, everyone. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.